Hey guys, it's Kelly. I'm going to show you how to use your alcohol lift ink on some of these pages. Now, if you guys, a few years ago this was like a little bit more popular, but I love playing with alcohol inks. And I have all these cool backgrounds that I did. But when I do these backgrounds, it's like, what do I do with them? Do I use them for card making? What do I do? And they're so pretty. Like, I look at them like, oh my god, that's so perfect. I don't want to do anything with it. I just want to look at it. Well, yeah, that doesn't do me any good. So, I did this one earlier and I wanted to show you how I did it. So hopefully you can see. It's kind of like a ghosting effect. So the alcohol lift ink is super cool. These are ones I've done a long time ago, like probably over a year ago. Probably, I don't even know, but probably more than a year ago. And I just haven't used them yet. So I wanted to try something that was in my stash that I could use and I knew worked. And here it goes. So how you do this is, for one, you can go out and look. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos out there. I've got some as well that show you how to do these backgrounds for alcohol ink. Super fun, and I love that it's never the same thing twice. So what you do is you get the Ranger alcohol lift ink in any stamp. So fall is coming, and I thought I would use my fall leaves. So these are ones. I wish I had cutouts, but I don't, so I need to invest in that. But these are just rubber cling stamps by Cloud9 Design. And they have like this little thing on there. And, oop, that's not going to fit on that one. You get a different block. And you don't need a stamp positioner. You can do whatever you want. But, again, it's one of those techniques where the imperfection of it is what makes it so cool. So, I was going to do it on this one, but it's a little bit too big. Let me get a smaller one. I can do the bigger one on the other one, so we will wait on that. Not as prepared as I would like to be. This one will fit. I'll just do it on the top. So I just peel that off, put it on there, ink that bad boy up. And then you stamp it. We'll let it sit for a little while. And pull it out. The cool thing is, now that it's on there, that is one impression. The other thing that you can do, here's the other one that I was stamping things off on, you can transfer it. So if I have the ink on there, I just press it over here on a plain old piece of cardstock. And now I got my ink transferred on there too. You can even do second generation if you want. Probably won't turn out too good. Yeah, I barely got one. But how cool is that? So now I've got alcohol ink on regular paper. Pretty cool. Make sure you let it dry. But then this has to dry too. So when I let that dry, then you rub it off. And that's what this is for. So we're going to give that just a second to dry. But this is just one example of, if you cut it, you just get pieces of what you pulled up. So it's super, super cool. This one didn't turn out as well. It didn't get the best impressions. It was because I used this one. And it was not working very well with the platform. So I think that doing it with just your blocks is better, because you get more pressure and you can really put it on there. I get a lot of pressure at that too, but for some reason it just was not working well for me. So once it dries, then the magic happens when you buff it off. So if you buff it off too early, it smears. So I'm going to let it sit for a little bit longer. And I'm going to do one more over here. And it helps too to make sure that you wipe off your stamp in between it, because otherwise you get what I have on here. I was restamping it there, and I don't know if you can see on the camera, but I do have ink that got transferred over onto there. It's not the end of the world, it really isn't, but still, if you don't want that on there, then clean it off first. So I'll do another one right here. I'm going to give it CPR, make a really good transfer. Alright, and then once I got that on there, you may or may not be able to see that on there. Then I'm going to take it and bring it over here, I'm running out of room. And stamp it right there. And I get my transfer. I'm a fan of twofers. That one turned out really good. I like it. So yeah, will I use this? I don't know. We'll see. Good. I have to wait for it to dry. But it's pretty cool. Alright, so this one's probably dry by now. And then I'm going to take my paper towel and buff it off. And there's my stamped image. Pretty cool, huh? It's not anything new. It's been happening for a while, but still. I forgot about this technique, and I also forgot that I had all these really cool backgrounds in my stash of backgrounds. And I just wasn't doing anything with them. Make sure that gets good and dry. I could heat it with my heat tool, but this paper will usually warp with heat. So if you're going to do it, just do it super, super quick. I wouldn't spend too much time on it. And then, hopefully it doesn't smear. I get impatient. Then you buff it off. And there it is. Cool, huh? Alright, just want to share that with you guys. You can do whatever you would like with it. Like this one I might just cut and like maybe frame it in. I'm not sure what I'll do with it, but I will use these probably in my art journal, because this, I did this one. This is a 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, and this is for the art journal that I've been doing lots of pages in. So I'll use this in here next. I'll use some kind of autumn thing. Not really sure what my focal point will be, but that is my background. And I'll probably put one more stamp up here. Not sure. Maybe I'll turn around that way. We will see. So more to come on that. Thanks for watching, guys.